Right, so lessons learned. Can I start? Can I start? Can I help you with one?
Yeah,
Well, I'll help you
please.
with, as an
Please.
observer to the whole process. I'll
Please.
help you with a few. I think the first one is actually quite interesting. Shanda Hill, who came second at the event, she always says that she doesn't really prepare for these races, because if you try to prepare for these races, you'll break your body. But I think she does anywhere between 3 and sometimes 6 of these a year. Right? So a different phenom. But lessons learned for me watching from the outside in was I think you guys may have started training a little late. I think
Possibly.
the fact that you never did a training event going through the night also didn't play into your favor, because you didn't really know how disorientating it was going to be swimming at night. And then of course the sleep deprivation is a major issue, so there was no kind of training that you did try and get the body ready for that.
Yeah.
But the one that really catches my eye was just equipment failure, right? So you want to talk to us through your tri bars?
Oh God! Just why would you want to bring that up? I just got past that trauma. Yeah, so I was about 1,000 kilometers in, I think so. Speaking under correction, maybe 1,200 kilometers in when my tri bars broke off. And unfortunately, none of the other athletes had an extra set. The race organizer, Rieta, did have an extra set, but they didn't fit on my bike. So going from a tri position into now just holding like a normal road bike, I can't explain to you how that impacts the exhaustion and obviously the pain you feel in the different positions in your body. I mean, the palms of your hands, I think mine were absolutely raw. You just, on the downhill, you just want to rest on your tri bars, and even on the uphills, you just want to rest. So equipment failure, we did our best to make sure that we had everything, but we didn't have an extra set of tri bars. And look, it's not a perfect science, and you can't prepare for everything in life. So that was a big one. The sleep deprivation, I think I was quite lucky in my preparation, having a new business. I didn't get to sleep a lot in any ways. So there were times that I actually trained at 11:30 at night. And then I would get up at 3 again and train again. So I think I kind of did prep myself for the sleep deprivation. But looking at my fellow athletes, if there is something that I could advise anyone doing one of these comps, train for sleep deprivation. Go through the night, go 2 days training and only sleeping, let's say for example 3 hour stint, and then you see how you feel. Then you start realizing who you really are. And just a heads up, don't let your family members or your loved ones be close to you, because I promise you they're going to see a different side of you, that's for sure. Your personality is out the window.
Absolutely.
And then the nutrition side, we all thought, just eat as much as you can, and obviously just supplement, but your nutrition plays a huge role. And once again, to the race organizers, the food was absolutely amazing. I'm a guy that likes to have a good dip, and I got to do that at least 3 or 4 times a day. So that really did help me, I think, stay fit and strong, if you can call it that.
Okay, cool. So any other pointers just to any budding athletes that are going to try this? I mean, yes, we've spoken about sleep deprivation, we've spoken about equipment checks, making sure your bike's in the best condition you got. Obviously a couple of pairs of shoes. Who knows if it rains and your shoes start getting wet. We had a long session with Gary and Kraus, who's a 100 miler, and he does the UTMB, and he was giving us pointers as to how to protect your feet. Well, what other pointers just come to mind, like the top 3 that you would, any other budding athlete that wants to try this? What would be the top 3 things?
So I think number 1 is make sure that you've got a supporter. So a supporter is a person that does everything else for you. If you really want to take this race seriously, and if it's seriously, I mean, if you want to win it or if you want to just finish it, make sure you've got a 2IC, a supporter. They're going to do everything for you. They're going to make sure your clothes, your race gear is washed. They're going to make sure you got your nutrition at the right time, your supplements, your water. They're going to make sure that you wake up at the right time. So for me, point number one, you got to have that person, and they must know you pretty well, and they must not expect to do anything in that time frame. Point number one. Point number two is have a race plan. And if I say a race plan, we had a race plan, but obviously we lacked the experience to actually know what a proper race plan is. Your swim, make sure that you do it consistently. You don't have to go the fastest. Make sure you're consistent. And for example, you swim 500 meters, or 1,000 meters, and you rest for a couple of minutes, take in your nutrition, etc., etc. On the bike, you got to have a plan, i.e., you're gonna do a 6-hour stint with maybe a gap every 5-minute rest every 2 hours, and then 6 hours you're gonna sleep 2 hours, 6 hours on, 2 hours off, whatever that is for you. It could be 8 hours on, 3 hours off, whatever it may be. I think the biggest mistake I made was I started on the bike, then I had a long sleep, and then I saw everybody was so far ahead of me. I went for 24 hours, I caught up again, and then your body says, sorry pal, you got to sleep. I had a 6-hour sleep, so I was very inconsistent. I was up and down. I had 2 sessions of 24 hours plus, but it really messes with, I think, you can't say your sleep rhythm, because you don't really have a rhythm, but in essence have a plan and stick to that plan. Slow and steady really does win the race when it comes to DECA, and when it comes to the run as well. Have a plan, stick to that plan, and the DECA, you're not going to be running 5-6 minutes a K. That's not how this race works. You're looking at 7-8 minutes a K, but do that consistently. And with the run, you can really push the limits. The last 48 hours, I slept 2 hours. And then even before that, you can sleep for 17 minutes, but that's just because I put myself under so much pressure to actually finish the race. Have a plan and just be consistent, which will really help you to make sure that you can stay within what you're capable of, I suppose, and kind of teach your body, because I think if you teach your body what it's going to be doing for the next 3 to 4 days, you can handle stress a lot better. Most definitely, you can handle a lot of stress. And have a good team around you. We had a great team. We had fun vibes, because it's going to get tough. You're going to not love life at points, and you're going to want to call it a day. And you need those people around you that just say, "Cool, you can give up later. Let's go and do a few laps, and then you can call it quits." And you just keep going until you finish.
And I must say, it was a lot of fun. I mean, what I did learn and what you just said in terms of being the support car is it's a full-time job. I really thought I was going to have a lot of fun playing with my camera and learning how to use it properly. 6 months later, I still don't know how to use it. So I'd say I had 0 time to do that, but a lot of fun was had, that's for sure. We made it light-hearted, and I've got to admit that yourself and some of the other competitors really made it fun as well. You guys took it really well, given the state of exhaustion. We still found time for some humor, right? Which I think plays right into what you've just mentioned.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got to see the light side of it. If you don't see the bright side of it, then the days get very, very dark. They're going to get dark because of the extreme exhaustion, the pain, the sleep deprivation. But if you don't have a team around you that's going to keep it light and fun, and it's not going to be possible all the time, as you realized. I think there were moments you were trying to take funny videos and we weren't having any of it. But I think for the most part, you guys handled it extremely well. And it's those moments that really get you through to the next. So something that I think we had a massive advantage of is we had like a little extreme team village, and we had a rock star atmosphere. We really did have proper laughs in between all the tough times. And I would definitely say for someone that's planning to do it, have like a little group. You probably won't be able to do the race as one. I think that goes out the window completely. You have to have an individual race, but you have like a little village where you come in You can have a good banter, you can take a joke, you can make some videos, because we've got content for days. We're waiting to make that rockstar video, and that will really push you through to the next moment of madness and sadness.
Awesome, man.